What's up YouTube? I am Tristan Major back with another video. As you can see from the title below, I'm going to be explaining. Is that a fly? There is a fly in my shit. Get away from here. But as you can see from the title below, I'm going to be explaining on the time where I spent a night with a dude in an abandoned taco truck in the middle of the strip. That's downtown Las Vegas. So sit back, relax, and grab your snacks and let's get into this video. So this particular story time is recent. This happened a couple of months ago. Now I met said boy, we're gonna call him DJ. I met DJ on Tinder. Now I had Tinder before, now I had Tinder after I had my whole jacked and grinder experience. I did the big delete, bitch. My experience on Tinder wasn't really interesting. It was more or less like I was running into a bunch of people who didn't really fit my standard. And when I say that, I'm talking about people usually on Tinder, they were either like fat older white men or other bottoms, or like they were verse, or like they would just and I'm picky, okay? So if I look at your picture and it's something I don't like if I zoom in on your fingernails and your fingernails are there. So, but then I came across DJ's profile and got you, bitch. I got you. If y'all ever got a fly problem, call me. I'll snatch that hoe up real quick. Motherfucker. I'm up in my house unannounced and shit. Fucking up my shit. So I came across DJ's profile. And I'm scrolling through him. He's cute. He looked like an average DL dude. So, I'm prepared for the routine because, every DL dude say the same shit, So he texted me. He was like, what's up? And I replied and I said, hey. So then from there, we started texting and talking more. And then from Tinder, we led to iMessage. And then we started talking more on there. Hasn't brought up sex yet. We haven't sexed, not in the picture. He haven't asked for a nude. He hasn't asked even to see my body. And well, it really didn't need to because my pictures on Tinder show my body. So, you get the picture. He wasn't really on that freaky stuff. I didn't really get that vibe from him. So then after a couple minutes of us talking, he asked and he said, what are you doing? And I replied and I said nothing. I'm just chilling watching YouTube. I'm feeling kind of cute because I got out the shower. I was just in the summer walker. I was looking at myself and I took pictures too. And I'll post the pictures up, but I was looking good. I was feeling myself. So I was feeling real seductive and like, I don't know. So then he was like, okay, well, if you're not doing anything, I'm doing the same thing. I can pull up and we can smoke. And I was like, okay, cool. I didn't have weed at the time. And you a cute dude who has weed. And I'm pretty sure you have enough of it. So, I can probably ask and you can probably give me some without me having to buy it, So I'm just, yeah. So I was like, I'm all for it. So I got my ass up and it was really cold that night. Keep in mind the weather, it was cold, okay? So I put on some not really shorts, but they were like kind of sweats, but they stopped at my knees. And I put on my white Vans, I put on a crop top, and I had a jacket over my crop top. That's all I had. I couldn't host because my mom is here and I don't bring people over my house. He couldn't host either because he couldn't host either. So he came to me on the bus. He doesn't have a car. He came to me on the bus. He asked me, did I know a place where we could smoke? I said, yeah, there was an elementary school. It's closed because, it was the weekend. So, and it's nighttime. So all we gotta do is hop the fence and we could be in the playground and no one's gonna see us. So he was down with it. I was like, okay, cool. Which prompted me to get up and go because I'm like, not really a lot of people will actually be okay with doing that, Like, I'm kind of excited. So I get the I'm here text message. I was thinking he was finna be on one side of my apartment entrance, but no, he was on the other side. So I had to walk across my apartment complex to get to him. And it was the most awkwardest thing because he was standing on the sidewalk, so we were looking like this and I was walking up to him and I was like that's awkward. If we looking at me walk to you, that's like the most weirdest thing. Like, I don't know, it's awkward because what if I fall? Now you see that, like I can't even play it off. So I get up to him and he has on this thin jacket and it doesn't even have a zipper. It has a little hoodie and it has a long sleeve, but it's just out. like a thin ass, and it's like a cardigan. That's what it's called. So we hug, and I see him, and it's kind of awkward. Well, it's not really. It wasn't even awkward. We just started talking off rip. So we started walking to the elementary school. We walk into elementary school. You know, I'm looking at him. He looking at me. We talking. I don't know what we was talking about. I think we were talking about Avengers and stuff like that. And he called me a nerd because I like Avengers and whatever. So we get to the gate to where we had to hop to get inside of the playground of the elementary school. I'm guessing he was, from his shoes, you can tell he's a sneakerhead, if that makes sense. I'm not good with shoe names and whatnot, but he had some nice shoes. He didn't have fence climbing shoes. He had on like going out type, you know, look at me now type shoes. So I look at him before we hop the gate. I look at him. Are you sure you can hop a gate? Yeah, shawty, I can hop a gate. Come on, go. I hopped the fence less than 3 seconds. He like, damn, okay, blah, 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 whatever. He made a little joke, and I'm like, yeah. But everyone says that shit when they see me hop something. Then I'm watching him hop on the gate. This nigga's stuck. Okay, all right. This nigga falls. To him, oh my God, are you okay? I'm good. You just made me nervous. You staring at me and shit. But I asked if you was able to hop a fence. You said yes. But I know he was embarrassed after that, so I didn't rub it in his face. So I immediately changed the subject. So we get on the monkey bars and he starts rolling up the weed and whatnot. And we're still talking and whatever. He does this thing, I don't know, he rolls it, but then he doesn't, he cuts the extra part of the what is it called? The blackwood, whatever it's called. I'm gonna say it both. I'm gonna just say backwood and blackwood, okay? Correct me in the comments what it is, okay? Because I don't know. And I get scared to say it around dudes because I know they're gonna clown me. How are you a pothead? You don't know to say it. Shut up! So instead of like covering it, like I don't know how to explain. So you know when you roll it, right? You have this extra part right here. And then you can like fold it over. He cuts that extra part off. So it was just like this. It looked like he did this instead of like rolling it. Damn. I'm trying to explain it to the best of my ability. I really hope y'all understand. If y'all don't, I'm sorry because I can't explain it no more. Like, it's really irritating. So he was doing that, and I'm examining because that's really weird to me because usually that's how it opens, like, and it kept opening. So as we're smoking, and plus I have lip gloss on, so it's like it's not helping. And I'm trying not, because it broke 3 times with my lip gloss. And I was embarrassed because I know how irritating it gets, but y'all need to understand. If I don't have lip gloss on, baby, my anxiety tick would make me bite my lips. I don't want to be munching on my lips while we're together. And I look at you like, and then my lip crack open and bleeds and blood start coming out. Did I say bleed? So with all that being said, we spend time in the park and we're high as hell and we're like really, really feeling each other. So we get tired of being in the park and he gets really, 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 really cold. So I said, since my house is right there, we can just go to my house and I can get a jacket from my closet. So I get to my house, I get a portable charger because since I'm staying out, I don't like my phone being on dead, like past 50%. If I'm out and my phone is past 50%, I get a heart attack. I gave him the jacket and he put it on. And then we just started walking around the neighborhood. And we're really walking around. Cause past my apartments, there are these houses. And then there's like a bunch of churches. But it looks like, at nighttime, it looks like a creepy town. Like if your car was to break down in this town, you might be eaten by the people, if that makes sense. So then he was like, is there a convenience store around here or something? And I was like, yeah, there's a gas station down the street. He asked me if I wanted to walk to it, and I was like, okay, cool. So as we're walking to the gas station, I'm asking him, I was like, so where are we gonna go? Are we gonna keep walking around, or what we're gonna do? He was like, well, we can smoke again and we can figure it out. I was like, okay, cool. So we get in the gas station. There's these 2 big bodacious, up and back, well looking. They look awkward as hell. It looked like we caught them doing something and they tried to play it off. Both of them was behind a counter. They was both dudes. We don't know what they was doing, but they was looking at it like when we walked in, they was like, following us across the store. Like, what? What are y'all doing? Y'all weirdos. So he got what he got and he asked me if I wanted anything. I was like, nah, I'm cool. I should have got something because, bitch, I was hungry. So then we still stayed around my area trying to find something to do. We're in the garage of my school district. We're in the parking garage of my school district on the stairs smoking. It's cold, so I'm trying to make a fire. Alcohol is a conduct for fire. So if you put alcohol on the floor and you put a lighter to it, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna make the fire bigger. So with that knowledge, I had hand sanitizer and I was finding scraps of paper, cardboard. I'm like looking like I'm a scavenger in the dark. I'm ducking, like cars passing, I'm stopping. Like we just look like we've been through it all. Like we look like, I don't know. I did that. Now I made the fire, the bonfire, whatever. We're warming our hands and stuff, looking at each other, smoking. Like we high as hell during all of it. So as we're warming our hands, he says this. You know, there's a abandoned taco truck I know downtown. We can go. We can chill in there. No one be in it. Okay. Cool. Sure. Let's go. That was new to me. So we went on the bus. I'm shivering. He has his arm over me. Like we look like we are a couple, like doing what it do, like in the streets. Like girl, I'm that bitch from the street. So we get on the bus and we sit in the back of the bus. He was holding me still, like I was leaned up on him and he was just relaxing. And then I put my leg over his leg and he started rubbing it. Keep in mind, the bus is full of people. There's people on the bus. And he's doing, I'm like, give it to me. I like that. I love that. So we get to our destination downtown. I don't know which street. I think we were on like 5th Street. So we're walking down this dark, gloomy ass street. Then we turn into this alleyway. This alleyway leads into this abandoned shopping center. There's girls standing on each corner, walking up and down. And I look harder. Oh, that's a hooker. There's hookers here. There's a prostitute. That's a prostitute. So we walking. I'm just mesmerized. And I see cars pulling up, stopping at them. They talk or whatever, and the car drives off and they get in. Some prostitutes, they will get inside the car and they drive off. They are about to have sex. Oh my gosh. So we see the taco truck. It wasn't a big taco. It was one of those little small van taco trucks. That's what it was. It was parked next to a car, a white car. There was a couple spaces between it, and then there was another car. But there was someone in the car. There was a man. So we're trying to like wait and walk around the building to see when the man leaves, and we thinking it's the police. We not trying to get caught sneaking into the taco truck, and he looking, hey, what are you doing? Like, sir, we just trying to find somewhere to lay our head. We just bums and we just trying to sleep. Like, we wasn't trying to get caught by the police. So then eventually the white man leaves. He picks up his hooker because he was trying to look inconspicuous. You know, on the bus they have those doors that open like this, like that, like, you know, that door on the right side, and then it was a regular door on the left side. So he went on the left side, opened the door, and he went in to see if there was anyone in there. So he was like, okay, it's clear. So I went inside. Yeah, I'm gonna post videos. I'm gonna put videos up so y'all can see. And it was so small in there, and it smelled horrible. And there was like metal things everywhere. We was trying not to make noise. I was moving things. I still have OCD, okay? So I was trying to move, put things like around, trying to rearrange. I'm trying to make it comfortable. He rolled up another blunt. We start smoking. It's about like 4 o'clock in the morning now. If within the video, if you guys saw, I was in the back of the taco truck. So pretend this is the back of the taco truck. My back was up against it, and I was up against the side. Like right here is the wall of the taco truck, the other side. So I'm in the corner. He's right next to me, and then there's a table right next to him. So we're like this. So as we are asleep, we are interrupted by, come on. That was a demonstration of the red hair hook and her little skinny meth head ass boyfriend. She have bust through them doors in hopes of finding a spot to do or whatever they was finna do. But to her discretion, she looked to the back of the bus or the truck or whatever. She locked eyes with 2 half-sleep, high as hell ass niggas. We looking at her like this. Bitch, we stuck. We don't know what to do. We don't know what's going on. So she was like, oh, my bad. Come on, I know another spot. She wobbled her thick ass off the damn stairs. So then we can see her redhead self and her boyfriend go across, because we can see the front. We can see the front windshield from the back of the bus. So we see her walk across the truck, and then she cut the corner behind the building that the truck was in front of. Weird. So we woke up and it's about like 9 o'clock in the morning now. He rolls up another blunt. So then he sits on the part where I guess they make the food or whatever. They make the food or cut the food. And then he sits there and I get between his legs and I put my arms around his neck and stuff. And he rubbing my booty. He looking at me and it's like, oh, this is real niggish. So with that being said, as we're talking, we're actually waiting for a group of meth heads or whatever they were and hookers and stuff. They were congregating in the front of the truck getting ready for them. Like I'm talking about they putting the makeup on, they getting undressed, they getting redressed, they pulling clothes out their ass. Like, so then with a little bit of that, I asked him, I was like, so what's the move now? Like we were doing, he was trying to get a hotel, but there was complications because he didn't have no ID. At the hotel that we were trying to get, you had to show the ID to get the room and he didn't have an ID, so he was trying to use someone else's ID and I'm telling him it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. He's like, oh, it is gonna work, it is gonna work, it is gonna work. So then we had to go bus an hour and some change to this hotel and casino to wait for his friend to get free from doing what he was doing. So only for them to get told by the people in the hotel that it's not gonna work because he needs an ID. You're trying to use someone else's ID. You don't look like that person. It's not gonna work. But after a few hours of that, and I was just irritated because I'm tired. I want to lay down in the bed. I want to shower, and I stink. I just spent the night in a taco truck, infested with bump. And y'all, before we even left, let me tell you, we found a condom in the sink of the taco truck. I'm gonna just say that. So then we finally get the hotel room, and the hotel room, it was not a cup of tea. It was not. I'm not really like bougie. I'm bougie, but I'm not ungrateful. Okay, but that hotel, I was grateful enough that we had somewhere to lay our head in a comfortable place, you know, and it's not outside. I wasn't going to take a shower there because for one, like I use certain skin products. I'm not finna use products that the hotel provides, and especially looking at how the hotel looked and looking at how that tub looked, I'm not finna step my feet in that shower. No, you got me fucked up. No, you wouldn't want to shower in that tub if you were looking at it. Maybe you do, I don't know, but me, no, fuck that. So I had told him, I was like, look, after this, tomorrow when we wake up, I'm gonna go home because I want to shower. I want to be in my own bed. I want to change clothes. Like I want to eat something. Like I want to eat real food. We understand. He said, okay, I understand that. Cool. DJ, he was really, 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 really cool. He was really cool. So then he laid up next to me. Then later down the night, you know, he blew my back out, whatever. And then we woke up smiling at each other, cuddling or whatever. I gave him some head. You know, he was like, oh, fuck. And, you know, it was great. It was great. So then later down the morning, after I finished giving him the fellatio, it was about like 1 o'clock, 12, like noonish, you know. So he walked me to the bus stop that was like right in front of the casino, the hotel. And we waited for the bus, and you know, I didn't want to leave him because I felt like we've been through so much. I liked him. I liked that link up. That link, it was cool. It was like spontaneous. It was like weird. I don't know. And we ended it off with good sex too. Like, oh that was good. So I was on a bus ride home. I was listening to my music. I was cheesing out the window like I was in a music video and stuff like that. Like I was on Disney Channel or whatever. Like I just felt like I left my nigga. Like, you know, like I felt like I was a bitch. Like I felt I was like, So I got home and he texted me. He was like, oh, I'm glad you're home. I just made it home too, you know, blah, blah, blah. We never linked up again after that. We lost contact, but then guess who just texted me on Snapchat? Well, that wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you share. Make sure you follow all my other social medias. And until we meet next time, bye-bye.